folks. So I just got done watching the Book of Boba Fett, and boy, am I underwhelmed, let me tell you. Remember how Mark Hamill said that we're getting Jake Skywalker in The Last Jedi? Well, we're getting the exact same thing here in the Book of Boba Fett. But rather than Jake Fett, we're getting Beta Fett. Go figure. That's right, folks. The Book of Boba Fett is DOA, and it's pretty boring to boot. If you're expecting to see Boba Fett kick a lot of ass, well, you see him get his ass kicked instead. Typical Disney. Now, one can certainly make the argument that George Lucas himself was the one who ruined Boba Fett. And if you said that, you would be mostly correct. Actually, I would say you're 100% correct. What makes Boba Fett appealing as a character is the fact that he's a complete mystery, and we all know that he's a badass. After all, he has a reputation for disintegrating people.
No disintegrations.
As you wish.
He's cunning, ruthless, and deadly. And all of that gets thrown out the window in Return of the Jedi, where he goes out like a bitch. Thanks, George. But all this was done for narrative reasons. You see, George initially wanted to do 9 movies. And Boba Fett was supposed to be the main villain in the 3rd movie, because it was supposed to be about them going and tracking down Han Solo. Additionally, we were supposed to be introduced to Luke's sister, who was not supposed to be Leia, but George decided to throw all that out the window and shorten it down to just 3 movies. And hence, Boba Fett being kind of, well, expendable at that point. And off to the Sarlacc pit he went, with all of our dreams crushed with it. I also need to point out that the mystery was taken out of Boba Fett because of the prequels, because we find out, well, he's nothing more than a clone of Jango Fett. Expectations subverted. And because Jango Fett was played by, God, I'm gonna butcher this, Tim Ware Morrison, they brought him back to play Boba Fett, which kinda makes sense. The issue is, he's too fucking old at this point. Boba Fett would be roughly the same age as Han Solo, give or take. Now, I suppose you can try and rationalize this by saying, well, he was in the belly of the Sarlacc and it was the digestive juices that basically made him look older. But after all, he is in a fully sealed suit, for the most part. So I'm not buying any of that crap. In a nutshell, the first episode tries to explain the whereabouts of Boba Fett between Return of the Jedi and, well, The Mandalorian. We all know he got stuck in a Sarlacc pit, so we see him crawl his way out, so to speak. It's terrible. And of course, we're getting nothing more than another retread. All this was explained in Dark Empire, except it was done better. And we also find out how Boba Fett loses his armor, a sandcrawler shows up, the Jawas take his armor from him, and they go and leave him for dead. Isn't that exciting? And then he's discovered by the Sand People, which take him prisoner rather than killing him. You know, for reasons. Obviously, if they killed him, we wouldn't have a TV show, which I'm perfectly okay with. And as the Sand People take him to their camp, he's dragged behind a bantha, which probably would have killed him because he would have had the worst case of desert road rash. Just saying. Yeah, I suppose you can go with the worst case scenario saying that he has sand in all sorts of crevasses that he didn't expect it to get to, i.e. up his ass. And because this is Disney Star Wars where the concept of sexual dimorphism doesn't exist, Boba Fett is overpowered by a female Tusken Raider in the first 15 minutes of the episode. How progressive of you, Disney. Because after all, we've never seen this before in every single show put out on Disney+. Because we have. Now this is the thing I find absolutely hilarious, because at the end of the episode, Boba Fett overpowers a monster twice his size, only using a chain. But yet, he can't take out a female Tusken Raider that's half his size. Why? And there's a bunch of other stuff that revolves around Fennec Shan, and I kinda feel like this is gonna be the Fennec Shan show. Wow, that's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? There's another fight scene with Fennec Shan and Boba Fett, and of course, Boba Fett keeps getting his ass handed to him. Remember, folks, Boba Fett is supposed to be the most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy, but apparently he can't fight for jack shit, and he gets carried off by his Gamorrean guards and dumped back into the Bacta tank. Because apparently he melts like a snowflake in the hot desert sun when it comes to any sort of physical action. And that's basically the episode, folks. Yay! This is exactly what I wanted from a Boba Fett series. Yet another deconstruction of a legacy character. Now, my biggest issue, folks, is the fact that they're trying to make Boba Fett into some sort of anti-hero. But in reality, he's nothing more than just another villain. This is something that Disney has a nasty habit of doing. In a lot of ways, this is the exact same issue I have with the Mandalorian series. Now, I've said this before, and I'm gonna go ahead and repeat it because I want to reinforce it. Boba Fett is supposed to be cunning, ruthless, and deadly, aka a bad guy. He's none of these things in this series, and that's the bigger problem. Like I said, what we're getting is Beta Fett. He's being led around by his more competent female counterpart, which in this case is Fennec Shan. And this is making me oh so excited for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, because you know folks, we're going to get the exact same shit here. Anyway, back to this Boba Fett series. They went and defanged one of the coolest villains in the Star Wars universe, and it sucks. Don't watch this series, folks. It's total crap. I give this episode 5 out of 5 bloated Stuckmans and a mild migraine. And also, the lower the Stuckman rating, the better. And if I have to give it a letter grade, I give it a D+ for Disney+, because that's exactly what you're getting, folks. Just another Disney+ series. Yay! Be excited for more crap. Consume more crap. And if you actually like this series, please explain to me why. I don't get it. I really don't. Because to me, it seems like because of brand name, you are excited about brand name and will like anything by brand name. At least that's how it's coming off to me. I don't know. Maybe your expectations are just lower than mine. Anyway, folks, that's all I got for today. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. A huge thanks to all the Subscribe Star supporters. Without you, Comics Division would probably be crying in a corner somewhere. The Big Spenders: Roger the Shrubber, Toxic Manflu, and HMStix. I'm a sucker with a lot of dough, David Blair. Take my money, damn it, LDH27513. Dexidoodle, J.A.F.O, subscriber number 22F2C6C3, and that 70Srockfan. I'll buy that for $1. Colin D, Mech AG94, Jenna Lyn, DiabloDame, John B, user C2B7C4F4, and Stand 4. Thank you all for your support. You are awesome!